right, let's see how quickly we can integrate My Business Rules with an ASP.NET 6 MVC app. So in My Business Rules, I'm going to go down to the bottom where it says try it out for yourself. And I'm prompted to see if I want to try My Business Rules with sample data, but in this case, I really want to try with my own JSON. Okay, so now I'm going to switch gears. We're going to look in our development environment. I've got a sample MVC app here, and I've added one line. I want to serialize the model being sent in to the controller. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. And once it loads, I'm going to go ahead and let it hit the controller, and I'm going to take this object. I just need to unescape some characters, and then I'm going to throw it into My Business Rules. So what My Business Rules will do is it'll scaffold everything for me based on what I provide. So that now what I have, if I look at Manage Field, I've got my constructed object. I've got customer ID, first name, last name, birth date, email, phone number, and then some properties as read-only regex. I'm going to go ahead and add one rule in here to say, let's go ahead and go to Manage Rules. I'm going to add a rule that says if the last name is equal to the constant value hide, then is hidden will be assigned to the constant value true. So a real straightforward thing here. I can go to live demo, and if I make my last name hide, I see that is hidden is set to true. So everything's hooked up right. Then the documentation automatically generates based on what you provide, and so in theory I should be able to just steal the code. So I'm going to go here. We're going to go back to our development environment. I'm going to kill the app, and we're going to just throw this in. So what I've got here, I'm going to change this to a task of action result because I want to have some async stuff in here. All right, so my serialized object. So this is what I had fed to My Business Rules, but now I'm going to be sending it as my, where are we? Async. But now I'm going to be sending it to My Business Rules to actually be evaluated. That's the idea. So I can go ahead and say new customer equals the result that I get back from My Business Rules. I can repurpose. So I'm going to say JSON convert.tserialize object customer result. Okay, that's fine. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my model that I just used to configure My Business Rules, and I'm hooking up my app so that it'll send the contents over to My Business Rules using my API key. And then it'll respond, and I'm going to turn my contents into that response. And then I'm going to let the app do everything else normally. So we're going to go ahead and run it again, and let's see what happens. So now I've got My Business Rules hooked up with my contents and my rule. So in theory, if I come here, all right, I'm going to set a last name in the app of hide, and we're going to hit the controller. Now, in this case, it's case sensitive. So I've got hide, is hidden false. Now I'm going to go ahead and set it to hide lowercase, add customer, and what we should see is that now is hidden is set to true. So we've connected our existing app and our existing model to My Business Rules, which allows me to change the contents, the state of my object in easy to use business rules that I could then ask a subject matter expert or someone who makes the business decisions to configure. And that's it.